Good afternoon. I will just turn that off so you can't hear it in the background. I am here to do this quiz. Hopefully it's going to go alright. It's the first time I've done a quiz live. I'm going to try and say hello to everyone in the live chat. I'm going to try and talk to you once I've got the quiz running. I'll try and stay on top of you and speaking to you and your families. It's going to be difficult not be able to hear you, but I will try and do my best. And those people who are here, I can see we've got 16, potentially 16 families here already. So I'm going to try and keep track and say hello to everyone and start the quiz. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up this screen here, which should now have some team names, so I can start filling this in. I think we had the Monty Nuts was the first one I saw, but there's been a message retracted, so I don't know whether that is the case. I can see we've got the Sharpies. Now, what's going to happen? This is a quiz where I just need people to be honest and tell me what their scores are. They're marking their scores themselves. Obviously, we can't send each other each scores, or I can't check anyone's cheating. So hopefully, we'll all take it in the spirit it's intended. It's supposed to be a bit of fun. We've got the Monty Nuts. So each round, I'll ask you to once I've done all the things, I'll give you the answers. You say how many you got, and we add the scores in. It's a bit of fun. Artist Army is Alicia's team. Her and her cat taking on the world. Sand Superstars is Jonathan Ruddock and his family. Harry Sharp and Izzy Sharp are the Sharpies. They're both here. Orla Lipinski's here. Does she have a team name? What is our team name? Giving people time to arrive. The Sidell Stars. Team. I think your job is to make me chuckle as we go along. So at the moment we've got 7 teams taking part, which I think is brilliant. It means we're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll forgive me for some of the answers to the quiz. I will explain to you. I do a thing for my board games convention called a Pundemic, which is lots of picture clues. Now, some of these will be traditional Dingbats, if you don't know what Dingbats are. So it's a clue to a phrase, word, or thing, and you'll see the clue. It'll all be in pictures. Team name Special K. And Team Vera. Do you want the hashtag? We'll put a hashtag if you want a hashtag. Team Vera hashtag. Team Special K reporting in. Okay, so it looks like we've already got 9 teams. And there might be some people who might join slightly late. We never know. The Maleficents. Now, I will warn people. I have tried to design this for families. So I have tried. So I've tried to make it so some of the clues are easier, some are difficult. It's very difficult to design a quiz where it suits everyone, and it might be that some clues are a bit difficult, some clues are a bit too easy. I'm sorry if you're used to really difficult quizzes and you find this really easy. I'm sorry if you're really used to really easy things and you find it hard. I've tried to give it a balance. I've spent the last 3 hours trying to make sure it all works for everyone. I'm gonna give us a few more seconds just in case the last few teams are arriving. You want a hashtag Vera rather than Vera hashtag, okay? Hashtag Vera. And then hopefully we'll have a go. We'll find out you've posted your score. I reckon we'll be done in about an hour. These aren't going to take too long. So probably from about 4 till 5, maybe a bit sooner. I've left 2 breaks in so you can get cups of tea and things, or a drink or anything. And to have a nice good moan at the answers, what I'll do is I'll do a round of 10, then some answers, then a round of 10, then some answers, then you have a quick break. So I might get a cup of tea, you can get a cup of tea. And then that's what's going to happen. So let me show you what is going to look like. So I'm hoping on the screen now you can see the rounds. We've got Dingbats, Dingbats, Dingbacks, Thingbats, Dingbrats, and Dingbats. So they're the 6 different rounds we've got, and you can see I've tried to make it so they've all got different themes to them, different clues. That's all the 6 rounds we're going to try and do. If we enjoy it this week, I've got some ideas for other rounds I can do another time. Maybe in a few weeks' time, once I've had a baby. Maybe Ding Babies, where I can just try and keep my eyes awake. But these are all going to be different clues. I haven't seen much movement since Vera posted at 4:03, so I'm going to assume that we're all good to go. So, if you're all ready to go, could you just put in the live chat, ready to start? And we'll hopefully get I think we had 10 people saying ready to start. We've got the Sharpies, the Monty Nuts, the Artists Army, Sand Superstars, What Is Your Team Name, Siddle Stars, Team, Special K, hashtag Vera, and the Maleficents. Is there anyone else I have missed out? Because I do not want to miss anyone. Monty Nuts are ready to start. All is ready to start. Alicia's ready to start. Okay, so you will need some paper to write these down. I forgot to say. So I'm assuming that you've all got paper. Because I forgot to mention having paper. That would be a good idea. Oh, Claire Blades is here. Claire, your team, aren't you? Sorry. So I have to try and remember. We're all ready to go. Right. Let's start with round 1. Seems like the place to start. Round 1. Here's your first one. So these are all straightforward, either general dingbats or pun bats. I don't think they've actually got any pun bats in them, but a pun bat is, I've made up that word. It's where it's 2 pictures, and maybe that doesn't quite work, but it works in Mr. Harris's head, and that's all that matters. And they're in there just to make it so that you go, oh, Mr. Harris, that's a bad joke. Never mind. So here's your first clue. What I'll do is I'll give you about 5 to 8 seconds for each clue, then move on to the next one. This is question 1. And then when you've done them all, you can request to see a couple of others before I do the answers. So here's number 2. Maybe that's not long enough as well. I might actually give you about 10-15 seconds because people want to be able to look at it and try and work it out. And then I'll let you go back to different ones. So you look at them maybe about 10-15 seconds, try and come up with what it could be. And that way I can make sure it's being timed properly so that you all get a fair shout, a fair chance to do them. If you find them quickly, I'm sorry if you're waiting around, but trying to give you all the time. So we're ready for question 3. I will add Ellie Welly as a team. No worries for being late. We can repeat question 1 in a minute as well. So while you're doing that, I'm going to add Ellie Welly in. I apologise for starting without you, Ellie Welly, but I had to get started on time. Otherwise, people have been waiting around, I'm afraid. But that is the third clue, and you've only missed 2, and we'll repeat question 1 and 2. In fact, let's do that now. Question 1 was there. And that's question 2. So there we go. And if you're not watching this live, if you join this video late and you're watching this maybe a few days' time, feel free to take part, go through all the things. I will go through the answers afterwards, see how well you would have got on. Do it with your family. You can do it as if you're here. Just check your scores against how everyone else did and see how you got on. Here's question 4. If at any point I move on too quickly, please just put something in the live chat saying, no, hold on. Can I repeat the instructions? Yes, Orla. All of these are going to be clues to phrases or words or different things. So, if I wrote the word in down the side and the word out just in the middle, it might be inside out because you have to read the clue and see what's going on. So hopefully what you're trying to do, Orla, is you're trying to work out what phrase this is going to be. So this is question 4. Team TMP. Okay, you may have missed a couple of questions, but obviously you've got the video. You can always rewind and catch up on the missed questions, or I'll show you some in a minute. So that's Team TMP. I'll do that. Question 5 is just here. Team TMP. Team TMP. Team TMP are here. So we're now moving on to question 6, if we're all ready. I'm sure as soon as we do this... Now, this is a visual clue because question 6 requires this. Oh, let me go through that again. This is question 6. You didn't have dingbats where they move before. That's just what Mr. Harris does. He messes around with technology and sees what comes out. That is question 6. Okay, that was question 6. Or as soon as we go through the answers to round 1, you'll suddenly go, oh! And you'll probably do much better in the other 5 rounds. So we're going to move on to question 7. Question 7 should be on your screen right now. If everything is working well and everyone is enjoying themselves. If you've just joined, you feel free to join and catch up. You can always rewind and go back and catch up the things. Because of the fact I'm putting in a few tea breaks, you'll be able to catch up and join in if you wanted to, and let me know your scores later. It's all a bit of fun. We went from 23 viewers to 22, so that means someone's left. That's sad. Next one. So all of these are picture clues to phrases, words, things, and then each round will tell you what sort of things you're looking for. So hopefully we've got a few answers written down. We've got some ideas. Families are helping each other out. Maybe the adults are letting the children have a go first. Maybe the children are letting the adults have a go first. Okay, number 9. What does this say? What is going on here? All of these, Martin, are clues. So you'll need. So we're on question 10 of round 1. You may wish to rewind and watch some previous things. Okay, sorry. Did you want a team name? Team Late, maybe? I do know Martin, so this is why I'm allowed to tease him. Okay, question 10. At this stage, Martin's team name is going to be Team I Know. Team Dobber, obviously. He is in a team with me called the Dobbers. And we're a board game team. At the World Board Game Championships. There you go. So this is number 10. Now, you've got the chance to request any questions you would like me to repeat. Please use the live chat to let me know any questions you would like repeated. Then you've got 2 options. You can wait for me to repeat them, or you can always rewind the video and go back to try and see what they were. But I am going to do the answers in a minute, so it's going to be you're going to need to do that soon. But it might be best just to ask me in the live chat what questions your family would like repeated. Number 2. So we'll just give a few more seconds on this one. Number 2 and number 4. So let's go whiz. Number 2. Number 2 is there now. And then number 4, please. Yes, Martin, write down your answers yourself. There's 4 answers for you to write down, and your family. Write them all down, and then I will go through the answers. If you don't want to hear them, you may want to pause me now, or rewind and watch them and get caught up, and then share your scores once you get caught up. Because I'm going to have a 5-minute or 3-minute pause for tea and stuff. Getting a cup of tea and things, so that people can stay on top of things. So that is great. That is the first. And 5 and 6. This is number 5. So you write down. There'll be 60 questions. There's 6 rounds of 10, and there'll be a hint at the start of each round about what the clues are about. And then number 6 was this. It's actually a moving one. What is Mr. Harris doing? Okay, So I'm assuming I haven't been asked for any other questions. I had 2, 4, 5 and 6. So what you need to do is give yourself a last couple of seconds, then I'm going to go through some answers. You're going to mark it yourself, share with me how you got on, and hopefully you are enjoying this. It's something that, with this many, I could probably have done this on Zoom in a future week. If I knew that I was going to get 25 odd people, I could do a big Zoom and have everyone like being able to talk to me as well. But we'll keep this going. This is hopefully people are enjoying it. So we need to go through some answers. Have you all got your answers ready? Please, when I tell you the answers, don't go, oh, Mr. Harrison, he's evil. I'm going to probably have 22 people switching off in a second. So the first one is the phrase is missing you. It's got all the letters of the alphabet but not a U. So the answer is missing you. The second one, all for one and one for all. All for one and one for all. Number 3, 3 blind mice. They are 3 mice, but they've got no eyes. So if they've got no eyes, they're blind. 3 blind mice. Number 4, getting out of hand. Getting out of hand. Number 5, split second timing. Split second timing. This one, where it moves, you can either put Mr. Harris's or I am getting on top of this. Mr. Harris is getting on top of this, or I am getting on top of this. Me messing around with animations, trying to learn how it all works. Number 7, you are out of order. You are out of order. I will accept you are out of line, and yes, I will accept rising above this. Actually, I won't accept rising above this because it doesn't mention Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris is getting on top of this. Is what the answer is, or Mr. Harris is on top of this. Alicia is now getting it all. Ready for anything. Ready for anything. Once up on a time. It needs to involve Mr. Harris or I am. So Mr. Harris is getting over this. I think we'll give you. Would you accept get over this? What is Mr. Harris doing? I think the fact that it's got Mr. Harris, it means it needs to be Mr. Harris is getting over this, or getting over is getting on top of it. I will accept get over this, but only if it says Mr. Harris in it. Orla, you are out of place. Yes, I will accept that. Safety in numbers. If you look carefully, the word safety is written in amongst the numbers. Safety in numbers. So that is the first 10 questions. So before we go on to the sports round, I'm going to need to know how you've all got on. So, first of all, I hope you're all still here and hope you're still enjoying it. That was the first round, just to get people clued up on what these sorts of things are going to be like. And so I've got lots of teams. I want to find out in the chat how everyone's got on. So you need to say your team name when you say your score. I know you're the Sharpies because I recognise the name, but it's easier if you just say your team name and the score, because then I can quickly put them in. Oh, unlucky, Vera. It does Mr. Harris is above this. I'll accept that. The Seidel team, Seidel Stars. I need to know that it was the team TMP, was it? Yeah. Got 4 and 8 for the Sand Superstars, and 7 for Special K. Orla got what? Now Orla, please. What's your team name? Please, Orla and Vera and Alicia, please remember you're playing against whole families and you're playing this on your own, so do not be dispirited. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it makes sense why those are the answers. 5 for the Sidol Stars. Ellie Welly got 4. and team. We're waiting for the Maleficents, and team. Artist Army was Alicia, Artist Army, and Monty Nuts, 5 out of 10. So team. Did we have team somewhere? Have I missed them? Martin Abrams, you can't have got 11 out of 10. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter who wins, Jonathan. It's a bit of fun. I appreciate the fact that there'll be adults and different. It's all a bit of fun at the end of it. What we'll do is we'll work out at the end, and I'll deliberately remove enough points to make sure you don't win. Oh yeah, there's 4 of you. Okay. Maleficents. 7. Which one was 7? Was that team? Was the Blades, and you are right. No, it's you are out of order because there were 4 of them and one of them wasn't in order. You are right. I'm gonna say no because I'm feeling harsh. I do apologise. If it was you are right, I'd have put it all the way over to the right. I'm evil like that. I do apologise. Have we still got the Maleficents here, or have they run away? Who was the Maleficents? Oh, I meant to put it on this screen. The Maleficents. Someone said that they were the team Maleficent, and I can't remember who it was. Team Maleficent. Where are you? KW said they were Team Maleficents. Don't know if they're still there. We don't have to worry too much about total scores or anything. It's just a thing. So Team Dobber, have you got a real score, or are you sticking with your 11? Next one. So we're going to go on to the next round. I'll catch up with Maleficents and Team Dobber if they want to at any point. So this is all sports. This round is always all going to be sports. There'll be sports people, maybe modern ones, maybe some old ones, or teams. So we've got sports people, or teams. Are we ready for the first one? Okay. Round 2. I'll put you down for 4, Martin. Okay. The next one. I'm assuming everyone's ready. People will shout at me, "Stop!" if they're not. So it's question 2 in the second round. So Vera, these are all sports, or sports teams, or sports people. Next one. Most of the things I've put in are children accessible. Every now and again I put in 1 or 2 that are mainly aimed for adults as well. So well done any children who are doing this on their own and don't manage to do them. But I've tried to make it so it's a blend because it's for families. I wanted a bit for everyone. After this one. So you're about 8 seconds behind me, I think. So I normally know that if I've left it about 8 seconds, when it changes on your screen, I know that you've had a little while out looking at it. What do you think that one is? Is it a sport? Is it a team? Or is it a person? What about this one? It's a shame I don't get to see in your homes, because I'd love to see people shouting at the telly or shouting at the laptop and shouting answers out and coming up with ideas and sharing their different ideas. I'd love people to send me some pictures of their families playing as well. If you can get a picture of your family all taking part, that'd be awesome to see on my email or on my YouTube channel or on the Facebook group. Next one. What's that? Say what you see. Say what you see. That was what catchphrase used to say, wasn't it? Say what you see. Tried to mix it up so there's something for everyone in here. Next one, number 7. These will all be sports stars, people, teams, or sports themselves. Remember, you can always appeal your answers, but I have the final say because I'm evil. Number 8. So we've got another picture on here. What is that? Other than hideous. Now, just to help you out, it might be useful to know that I have a first name as well as a surname. It can be found out Mr. Harris School of Maths is run by Paul Fronsdorf Harris. Just so you all know. And the next one. So, got to say what you see. Remember, these are all sports, sports people, or sports teams. And final one in the round. What is this a clue to? What is this a clue to? So we've got 10 questions done. Please remember, let me know of any question you'd like to see again in the chat so I know, and I'll quickly whiz back. Hopefully you're all doing all right. You're all still with us. And it's only the Maleficents that we lost. If anyone's joined recently, we've gone down to 21 viewers, so maybe some other people have got bored and gone. I do apologise if they have. Doing my best to be interesting. Maybe people have just rewound to go and look back at a bit. But if there's any questions you want to watch, or want to watch, any questions you want to repeat, just let me know. 459 26910. Okay, let's go to the back. Number 2. 2 is this one. That was 2. 4 was that one. We got 4, 5. Oh, and 3 as well. 3 was that one. 4 was that one. 5 was that one. Remember, you can pause it if you want a bit more time on it, but then you just have to whiz the video forwards to catch up with me. 6 is this one. That one was 6. 7 is that one. All I wanted to see, 8, that's that one. Then the Sharpies would like to see 9. And the Monty Knights would like to see 9 and 10. So there's 10 again. I guarantee we're going to get some people going, oh no. We will see how they get on. We'd like to see 7 again. There's 7. So we're going to whiz back to some questions, some answers, some good things. Are you all ready for some answers? Hopefully you are. That was 7. There you go. That's 7. So, the first answer is tennis. There are 10 isses. So it's tennis. Number 2. The Philadelphia Eagles. They are an American football team. Number 3. Daley Thompson. He was a British decathlete in the 80s. If you're a younger team, I do apologise, but he is someone that older people should be able to get. Daley Thompson. Number 4, Brighton. Bright on. I think technically they're Brighton and Hove Albion, but Brighton will be good enough. Archery. Archery. The next one. Venus Williams. They're both Will.i.am, so it's Venus Williams. Famous tennis player. Very, very famous tennis player. Next one. This is possibly my favourite clue in the entire quiz. This is a Lionel Messi. So it's a Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Famous footballer. Very famous footballer. Then we've got the next one. Liverpool. That's me. I'm Paul. Liverpool. And finally, if you are naughty, you've been bad, and it's bad with mint on. So it's badminton. Bad with mint on. Badminton. And finally, number 10. Another word for anger is fury. And it's fury with ties on. So it's Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Very, very famous boxing champion. So, that concludes that round 10. I've got a section break, so I'm going to just get your scores. If you want to get yourself a cup of tea, I'm only going to make it about 2 or 3 minutes. Well, I'm not going to keep people in around. Sand Superstars 7. And Sharpies 6. And the Dobbers got 7. And Team 8. And TMP got their score. Maybe Sport's not their round. And Vera, off the mark, Vera. It's difficult when you're doing it on your own. Especially when you've got to try and go... Alyssa got 2 on her own as well. Artist Army. Well done. What is our team name? Very proud of their 4. And Ellie Welly 7. And... we're Monty Nuts are in there somewhere. Six. Sorry, missed it. They are there. Siddle Stars. Special K was 5, and Siddle Stars 5. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. No one's running away. And no, Phil Wilkes. I think Orla has called her team. What is our team name? Hence, every time she writes a number in, she asks what her team name is, which is brilliant. Okay, so that is round 2. Grab yourself a cup of tea. I'm going to get myself a cup of tea, just so my voice doesn't go dry. Here's the current scores, just in case you're interested. There you go. So at the moment, Team are out in the lead, joint with Sand Superstars. Bit of rivalry, but it doesn't really matter. It's only a bit of fun. I'm going to quickly grab a cup of tea. I'm going to leave it running. I won't be more than a few seconds. In the time it takes to get a cup of tea, Oh no, you want to me to keep the scores up because I forgot that you can't see the screen. That's the scores. Okay, I will be. Sorry about that. I will be 2 seconds. When I come back with a cup of tea, we'll carry on with the next section. There's the scores. Sorry about that. Can you all see them now? I hope you can. I think you can. I do apologise for that. 2 seconds. I'm going to leave you. What if I never come back? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on my way back. Doesn't get much better than a cup of tea and some chocolate buttons. Are we all still here? I was half worried I was going to come back up the stairs and everyone will have left. So, are we ready for the next round? Hope so. Because that's what I'm going to do. Break is over. Round 3. Is the history round. All of these answers are either famous historic events or famous historic people. It's all to do with history. Historic events or historic people. Question 1. What either historic person or historic event is on the screen now? I don't want to rush into, just in case anyone is still making cups of tea, so they haven't been able to say that they're back, ready for carrying on. Number 2. What is that a clue to? Next one. Little clue, everyone else cover your ears, for Vera and for Alicia. That person is called Alex Ferguson. Just in case that helps. Number 4. Number 4. Next answer. Number 6. What does that represent? Is it a famous person from history? Is it a famous event from history? I'm trying to make this quiz last as long as possible because I'm going to go for a long run after this. In the hot. Next one. What on earth am I saying there? What is that supposed to represent? I'm sure if I was a proper TV presenter, I'd have something interesting to say in between each clue. Like anecdotes about team members and different things. But I don't, so we're going to move on. Number 8. What's going on here? What is going on here? Remember, if you're finding some of these hard, I've tried to make it so that we wouldn't all be able to get full marks on each round, but I've also tried to do it so we would get some right each round. I've tried to make it some easy ones, some hard ones. I do apologise if it's too hard or too easy. I'm just trying to do my best to try and make it family oriented. Number 9. Number 9. And finally, number 10. What is going on there? Lots of pictures in that one. What is it supposed to say? Is it a famous thing from history? Is it a famous person from history? This is round 3, Philip. This is the history round. So round 3. I'm sorry if you've been away and have just come back. I can repeat any questions, or you can rewind and get caught up with us while I'm sitting around. I do apologise. I tried to sort of give everyone a little bit of a warning when I was back from getting my cup of tea, but I made a very quick cup of tea. That's number 10. Once again, are there any questions that people would like to have repeated? Preferably not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But which questions would people like to have repeated? I'm happy to go through each one very quickly. Oh dear, I'm down to 16 viewers. Does that mean people are leaving because they're not enjoying it? I'm doing my best. So I'm going to whiz back through. We have got this one. I'm not going through the answers yet. That's number 1. That one was number 1. Quite a difficult one, that one, to start off a round. Number 2. That's one that people might be able to get. Number 3. And I gave a clue just to Orla and to Alicia and to Vera. If they wanted it, everyone else had to cover their ears up. That is called Alex Ferguson, that person. Number 1 was there. or the side L team. That's number 4. Number 5 for the Monty Nuts. That's number 5. Number 6. No one wanted number 6. 7. Who or what is that supposed to represent? Number 8. Number 9. And finally, for the Monty Nuts, and number 10 because Harry's battery's gone flat. Number 10. Clearly Harry's excuse me. Clearly Harry's battery doesn't cost anything because there's no charge. I mean, you get these jokes just for free, thrown in with the quiz. I mean, I spoil you. I've got maybe 7 days before I'm officially a dad. And I know all the dad jokes. Okay, some answers. Are we ready for answers? Yeah, Izzy, it's true. Right. This one was the Berlin Wall coming down. So inside the word wall, you've got the word Berl, B-E-R-L. So it's Berl in wall. And you can see the whole thing is coming down. So it's Berlin Wall coming down. Number 2. Gulf War. Gulf War. There's actually been 2 Gulf Wars, but I'll accept just Gulf War. Number 3. Alex and the grey tea. Alexander the Great. I will accept fall, Jonathan. Berlin Wall fall or the Berlin Wall coming down. So it's Alexander the Great. Alex and the grey tea. Alexander the Great. This is Gold Rush. The American Gold Rush. Historic event. The Cold War. The Cold War. The battle is covered in snow and ice, so it's Cold War. This is the Black Death. Black Death. Another event from history. This one is Clay Up at Ra. Clay Up at Ra. Cleopatra. Cleopatra. Cleopatra is the answer there. Number 8. This is a Panama hat. So it's the Panama Canal opening. The Panama Canal opening. You can see the canal is opening. That's why the gate is moving open. I will accept Panama Canal. However, we're looking for events from history. So Panama Canal opening would be the event from history. Panama Canal opening. Then we've got another one that's going to make people moan at Mr. Harris. Sorry, Izzy, prepare yourself now. We have a meal, and the arrow shows that it's here. And then that person, his ear hurts. So we've got a meal here, ear hurt. Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart. Amelia, if I keep saying it, it will eventually work. Hopefully, Amelia Earhart. And then we've got May A, not B, May A, Angel Lou. Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou. Very famous American black poet. Unfortunately now dead. Maya Angelou. An American poet, singer, memoirist, and civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 essays, and several books of poetry. Is credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning 50 years. She died in 28th of May 2014. So, let's have some totals. Not some turtles, some totals. So, we've got the Sand Superstars scored a massive 9 there. History's clearly their thing. Sharpie's got a 7. Monty Nuts 4. I'm just pleased you're all still here. Dobbers 7. Probably with some complaining about me. I'll probably get text later from him complaining at my terrible jokes. 5 for what is my team name? That's more. She's the only team who have got the same amount in that round as the 2 rounds previously. That's a very good score. Special K 7. And Alicia, well done. That was difficult, that one. Especially doing it on your own with your cat. I can't help but feel that your cat's not contributing as much as you are, Alicia. It's not really pulling its weight, is it? I hope you're going to have words. And Vera, are you still here? Possibly not. But don't worry, you can come back. And Team TMP. It was Team TMP here. Team TMP, I'm looking out for you. I can't see that you've put a score. Have we lost 2 teams? Oh no. Well, that is very sad. But I can't do anything about it. If you do join us later, please do tell me what the score is for that round and we can add it in later. I think the Maleficents left before we even started. I must have told a bad joke. But we've still got quite a few teams still here. Okay. We're ready for round 3. Yeah, round 3. Here's round 3. Dingbats. Science and nature. All the answers are either animals, or plants, or elements or compounds. So elements and compounds are like scientific materials or chemicals or things like that. All of the answers are either animals, plants, or elements and compounds. Are we all good to go? And I will keep an eye out for the scores from Vera and from team, was it MLP or MVP? Sorry if we've lost you. Might have been my jokes. I might have taken too long making a cup of tea. They might have just decided, no, we're not having this if you're going to take this long to make a cup of tea. Question number 1. Remember, these are all animals, plants, or elements or compounds. Animals, plants, or elements and compounds. What is that? What is that? I've heard a rumour I have jokes, Claire Blaze, but unfortunately I'm yet to find one that anyone's actually enjoyed. Next one, number 2. What animal, plant or tree or compound or element is that? It is not, by the way, the palm tree or the trees that are in the corner. Should just clarify that. You won't get anything for palm tree. This is not a clue to palm tree. Just saying. By the way, if you come up with an answer that's better than mine, I will probably give you a mark for it. Just saying. This is question 3. After a blip in the history round, we've gone back up to 21 viewers, so clearly something's improved. And maybe they just didn't like history. Maybe people have run away because they don't like history. You never know. Somehow, we've had 77 people watching this, but we've got 20 at a time. So people keep coming in to just see what was going on. Number 4. What is going on there? Alicia, maybe get your cat to do this one. It's got to contribute something. Get it to tell you what this is. Is it a plant, an animal, a tree, an element? It's all to be sciencey and nature, science and nature stuff. Number 5. Number 5. That picture is from the UK Games Expo, that. It's a big convention I go to. Number 6. This one. What is going on here? Say what you see. Well done for everyone for tolerating me for nearly an hour. Really impressed with the sticking power of everyone. Putting up with my as Claire Blade says, my jokes in inverted commas. Next one, number 7. What is going on here? It's a tough one, this one. Mainly put into the quiz to make sure that people know that no one got full marks. I didn't want anyone to get full marks in the quiz, so I put this one in. Number 8 coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't doubt it was at all. Question 9. Question 9. Specifically helpful if any of you have been to Australia, this one. Remember, I've put some in for all the family, some harder ones, some easier ones. And finally, number 10. Pretty cool font, I think you'll agree. I found that font and the font for the ice one earlier. They're both pretty cool fonts. Same as normal. Do we want any repeated? I've tried to give you a bit longer on each one so you had time to have a go at them. Is there any you would like me to go back and repeat? I mean, anyone in the outside would go, I've basically been talking to no one, to just my camera, for approximately now an hour. So it's good. 1, 3, let's go all the way back to number 1. 1 was this one. It's the Monty Nuts. And then we'll go quickly. I think it's probably better, rather than me requesting which ones you want again, I'll just quickly go through each one. 1, and you get as long as it takes for it to appear on the screen. So there's number 1. 2. Because it's basically 11 seconds, basically about 9 to 11 seconds between me bringing it up and it appearing on my preview thing. There's a lag. So you're seeing this 9 seconds after me. So as soon as I know that you're seeing it, I can then move on to the next one because you've had about 9 seconds. This is number 4. What is it? This is number 5. What is going on here? And this is number 6. What is going on here? And then we've got number 7. Deliberately put in to try and challenge you. Philip, I've decided to do them all. Hope that's useful. Decided to do them all. Number 8. Number 9. And then finally number 10. So, if you get ready with your answers, we have got a hyena. Hyena. We have got a beech. It's a type of tree. A beech. I know the spelling's different, but it's beech. Just beech. Number 3, zinc. Yes, you can whinge. Yes, you can moan at me. I was trying to do this in a rush. Zinc. Monkey. Monkey. Silly. The Mona Lisa is being silly, so it's silly, and we call a convention a con. Silicon. We got black enemina. I don't know what black enemina is, Ola. Black enemina. Bison for number 2. For number 3, bison I will accept. Not for number 2. Bison is acceptable for number 3, definitely. This one is wild pear. It's just a wild pear. Wild pear. This one, put into the quiz to make sure that no one got full marks. You may have done. If you got it, I think you deserve like 10 bonus marks here. This one is a box, but definitely not bees. So if it's a box, but it's not bees, it's an ox. I don't care if you're moaning, or I might get Claire Blade's husband again saying that that's a terrible, terrible clue. But it's a box without bees, so it's an ox. The next one is just ivy. Ivy. Wanted to make it look like it might be to do with 4 or Roman numerals or something, but ivy. But sorry, Martin, it may well be. Unfortunately, it says no bees. So we're letting bison for number 3 go through. That's fine. Martin, it said no bees, so you can't have box because it's no bees. Celebrity. I like it, but no. Number 9, car. This beach is Bondi Beach from Australia. So if it's car, Bondi, and then on the side we've got 4 oxes. So we've got an oxide. So we've got car, Bondi, oxide. Carbon dioxide. You're right, it is nevertheless a box, but with no bees, Martin. And a box with no bees is an ox. Next one, number 10. Flamingo. 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 I don't know how many times I need to say it for it to sound right. That's flamingo. So, same as normal, let's have some answers. How many has each team got? So people just adding up their totals. Go for Go Fire Go fire. Go fire. Go. I will accept gopher. There you go. I'm being nice. I'll accept go fire. 3 for the Sharpies. I was a bit mean on that round. I made it a bit tougher. Monty Nuts 6. Good round for them. Artist Army 4. Best round yet. Must have got the cat involved. Team 7. Consistent. Team 8 then. Oh, you're a oh no. I'm allowing gopher. That's fine. If you can argue that your answer's better than mine, I'll accept it. Special K 5. 6 for Special K, sorry. I'm not letting you have box. Sorry. Martin, Team Dobber. Is that 7 with box or is that 7 without box? There's no such thing as a pitiful score. 3. As long as you understand where it came from and you're having fun, it doesn't matter. Ellie Welly, and we're still waiting on... Vera seems to have gone and Team TMP have gone. We're waiting for Sand Superstars, and what's your team name? Sand Superstars got 6, I just missed it. And Orla, 3. Thank you very much. Right. Do we want the break? So, I'm happy to do a break. I've got a break scheduled in now. But actually, I'm okay to carry on, if everyone else is okay to carry on, and just move straight into the next round. Is there anyone who really, really need a tea break or anything? If so, I guess you can probably pause it. So, this is where we are right now. So I'm going to move straight on. Let's do it without. Okay, I'm going to carry on. So this is the kids round. All of these answers relate to things that I think kids might know or teenagers might know or both. So all of these answers are kids or teenagers. So we're going to carry on. Kids or teenagers round. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean the clues are going to be super easy. It just means you're going to need to have some idea of some kids code. Remember, this is kids up to teenagers. Not everything's teenagers, not everything's kids, not everything's old kids, young kids. I've tried to do a range. This is the Dingbats round. Number 1. What is this? What is this? Number 2. What is going on here? I get the feeling the Siddle Stars are just a little bit behind. They're like maybe 10 seconds behind on the stream. Might be, might not. Next one. Number 3. What is that? What reference is that? We're moving on to number 4 now. It's a bit fancy, isn't it? What is that a clue to? The next one, number 5. What is that linked to? What is that a clue to? A dingbat or a pun bat? Ding pun? Ding pun bat? I don't know. What's this? What's this reference to? Question 6. What's this one going to be a reference to? Number 7. What is that a reference to? What is that a reference to? Number 8. Your 8th clue. If any of you are not enjoying it, you've only got 12 questions to survive. This one and one more round. One final round. If you are enjoying it, then I'm very pleased. Very happy that I can help provide some entertainment for the families. Next one. What is that? What is that a clue to? I really think I should be paid £1 for every time I've said, what's that a clue to? I need to get some new phrases, don't I? And number 10. There you go. Number 10. What is that linked to? And once again, rather than asking you for numbers to repeat, I'm just going to repeat them all, but a bit shorter. So I'm going to go back to number 1, and as soon as it appears on my screen, I'll move on to the next one. So you're going to get to see each one more time, and then we'll do some answers. So as soon as I can see, so you have about 9-10 seconds on each one. This is question 1. That's now question 2. And question 3. Moving on to question 4. Very pretty. And number 5. And then you've got number 6. And number 7. And number 8. Hopefully this round is where the children have thrived. Number 9. Or this is where the children go, oh, Mr. Harris's children's references are terrible. And number 10. I think the second one's more likely. But I do my best. So, some answers. We have fortnight. Number 2. Peppa Pig. Number 3. Chuggington. Chuggington, as I'm sure some children will tell you, is Chuggington. Chugga, 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 chugga. That haunts my dreams. Number 4. That is a very grand A, isn't it? You could almost say it's so big and beautiful. It's a grand A with an Ari in it. Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande. Number 5. This is a row of blocks. It's Roblox. Number 6. That 4th one looks a bit stranger, doesn't it? It's Stranger Things. Normal things, Stranger Things. The answer was Stranger Things. Number 7. L's. There's some L's and then a frozen A. Why would we have a frozen and L's A? Elsa. No, not Wooden Tops. You're too old, Martin. Elsa. Elsa. Then this is clearly TikTok. I know it's a grandfather clock. It's TikTok. I've been told with reliably that it's spelt T-I-K-T-O-K. And then number 9 is Octonauts. Octonauts. And then finally, Tails or Swift. Tail or Swift. Which do you prefer? Tail or Swift? Tail or Swift? Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Sand Superstars have got 4. Sand Superstars. And chance for some other people to catch up. The Sharpies got 9 on that round. They've nailed it having kids, I think. Alicia's got 6. This is where the kids all come back at us, you see. Monty Nuts 8. It's getting close at the top now. TikTok is banned in our house. I don't blame you. Very sensible. Team Dobber 7. Look at all these scores getting very close to each other. Special K 7. Have I missed anyone so far? The Ellie Welly. Elliot didn't help as much as we'd hoped. Ellie Welly was 7. 30. I tell you, these scores are very close. 4 out of 10 for what's your team name? And no kids in your group, Jonathan. What did you end up with then? That was the Sand Superstars at number 4. So this is why it's all come very close going into the last round. Look. Some of those close scores. So we're just waiting on the Siddle Stars and Team. 8 for Team. Wow, that might put them in the lead with 37 going into the final round. And 5 for Siddle Stars. Right. Wooden Tops is not worth any points, I'm afraid, because although it would be good if we're talking about children of the 50s, we're not. We're talking about current children. So unlucky. So we've now got. It's a shame we lost Vera and Team TMP, but we've now got going into round 6, final round. Are you ready? Are you all excited? I hope you are. This is the final round. Fight or flight. Oh, I do like that, but it's not necessarily teenager culture. Teenager and children culture is more what they do. But I do like it. But the fight, unfortunately, is not enough. Right. So this is Dingbats. These are all songs, singers, or bands, books, or movie. They're all to do with music or arts. So songs, singers, bands, books, or movies. Songs, singers, bands, books, or movies. I'm sorry if you don't like it, Martin, but unfortunately, I make the rules up because I'm Mr. Harris. So, question number 1. What is that? What is going on here? No, the first answer is not bring it on, Jonathan. What is this one? What's going on here? And the next one. Some are for children, some are for adults. I'll try to make it family oriented. What's going on here? Oh, I think we need to do that one again. What's going on here? Oh, one more time. What's going on here? Oh. Yes, it is true, Martin. I do make them up, yes. Number 3. What? Just looks like words everywhere. Next one. Number 4. Number 4. I agree with you, Alicia. TikTok is a little bit silly. But some people will always like silly things, unfortunately. Next one, number 5. Number 5 is this one. It's been ages looking for this symbol. And number 6, we move on to this one. Should I be worried that there are like 9 teams taking part and the videos had 6 likes? Does that mean 3 teams have not decided whether they like this or not yet? I'm joking, of course. I'm not a like grabber. But this one is number 6. Number 7. Number 7. What? Remember, this could be a book, a film, a band, a singer, or a song. Anything to do with the arts. Number 8. Oh. Probably want to have a look at that again. One more time. So what is that? What was going on there? Number 9. Number 9. I did write on. I think this is going to go from 4 o'clock till 5:30. Looks like we're going to be about right. I thought it might be down to an hour, but actually it's gone a little bit longer. Just goes to show how much I like the sound of my own voice, doesn't it? I do apologise. I've tried not to talk too much. And then number 10, the last one. It's a bit mean, this one. I will accept any answer that's better than my answer. But it is what it is. So I'll go through again one more time, but quicker. Here's question 1. Just go through, see if you can fix any that you're missing, put some guesses. And then we'll get our final scores. Number 2, remember I did that. Do that again. Number 3. And then moving on to number 4. Going a bit quicker through these now as we get through them. Hopefully you've got some answers. Number 5. Remember, this is for families, so I've tried to mix it up for different age groups. Number 6. Number 7. After number 7 comes number 8. Which is this. Just a reminder, it was this. Number 9. And the final question in the entire quiz, Mr. Harris's Dingbats quiz for families, was this one. Because Mr. Harris is annoying. So, some answers. In our last round, we have One Direction. All the arrows are going in one direction. We have I have taken on and me. Take on me. Take on me. Number 3. To kill a mock in bird. To Kill a Mockingbird. It's a book and a film. To Kill a Mockingbird. Just is in Bieber. So Justin Bieber. Number 5. That is a demi-semiquaver. So we have Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato. Number 6. Frank is in Stein. Frankenstein. I will accept Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but I decided not to write Mary Shelley. It's Frankenstein. Another word for speak is say. So it's Beyonce. Beyonce. I don't know who Demi Moore is. Oh, she's an actress. I didn't say actresses, I said films, so no, you can't have Demi Moore. Sorry. I like your answer. I'll give you half a mark because I like it. So Beyonce. This is a total eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse of the heart. Number 9 is the tiger who came to tea. The tiger who came to tea. And finally, 1596 is 19 times 84. So 1984 is 1596. If you times 19 by 84, you get 1596. Terrible clue. I don't even like it, but it is what it is. It's the clue that we were using. So, final scoreboard. Let's hide the thing so we can keep it a bit secret. We've got 3 for the Sharpies, 3 for the Sands, 6 for TT, 21 for the last one. What do we? Do they all add up to 21? 1, 5, 6. I didn't even think about that one. 1, 5, 16. They do add up to 21, and 21 is the name of the album of an album. So I will give you 21. I will accept a point for 21. 4 for Alicia. Well done, Artist Army. Dobber 4.5. You'll take every point, won't you? 4.5. Ellie Welly 5. Special K 7. Very consistent. And what is your team name? 3. And we're just waiting for the Monty Nuts with their extra point that I just gave them. Sidra Stars 3. Box Tree. Monty Nuts. Did we ever score for the Monty Nuts? 4. Thank you so much for taking part, everyone. The final scores are on the screen now. Congratulations to the team who ended up with 43, which is quite ridiculous. A very good score. Shows that the bad news for them is that means in their house they've clearly got people with the same brain as me. So that's possibly more worrying than anything else. I hope you've had a good time doing this with me. I hope you've had fun. I've enjoyed doing it with you. I've enjoyed seeing you all take part. I hope if you have enjoyed yourselves, then I hope you have a super weekend. I'm going to go for a run now. Enjoy the sunshine while I still can, because from Tuesday it's going to rain for a week. So thank you so much for taking part. Without you, this would have just been me doing some questions for no one. So I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. If you have enjoyed it, I might try and do another one in a few weeks' time. If I obviously I'll have a baby, so I might give it a couple of weeks. But maybe I'll invite people, and if there's the same groups of people who'd like to do it, maybe we could do it on a Zoom chat or something, so I can have you all in the screen together, and you can all speak live to me rather than doing it all on video. But we will see. If you come to this video later and watch it later, then thank you very much for taking part as well. Compare yourself to scores, and feel free to comment your family scores below. How would you have done? Where would your family have got in? Thank you very much for taking part. I've enjoyed working with you. I've been Mr. Harris. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Thank you very much. I've been Mr. Harris. You haven't. Look after yourselves and take care.